What's happening, everybody? This is the boy Group gifted from STC. So guys, today I won't be doing much. The topic of today will be my psychology. Um what we mean about my psychology is whereby the market pretends to break out of the structure and then traps retail traders in the wrong side of the market. So for you to spot your my psychology, you should be able to highlight your first high, which is from your previous high, and then from a previous low. Obviously, you can also see this is the my psychology whereby the market is acting as if it is broken below or above your previous high of the structure, and then it comes back again to your structures. So to for you to be able to spot this my psychology setup, you should start on a daily chart. When you start on a daily chart, when you use a horizontal raise, obviously you will be catering for the highs and lows of the structure. As we always know that for you to cater for your highs, you should maybe check your previous data so that you can work on your current price. So here we had our previous high, which was this one, and this one was our previous low, which was here, and then price came here to respect the previous low again for the second time. So the very exact same thing is happening here on our highs. Price came to test what our high for the second time. Here it came to test our high for the second time. But as you can see, here when price broke or when price approached our previous high, it pretended as if it is breaking out of the structure. So now for you to be able to see whether the price has broken out or not, you should go to your smaller time frames after you have worked on your daily chart. So now remember, we always do what cater for our outer structures on our bigger picture, which is this one. This one was the outer structure. So after I have catered for my outer structure, guys, you can see this is my previous high. So I'm already starting to anticipate what sells because of now the market is at the highest highs of the structure. Now I'll move to my 4 hour chart. After I have moved to my 4 hour chart, here this is where I'm starting to look what for my inner structures. This is where I'm starting to look for my inner structures. So now as you can see, I'm adjusting my trend lines right to the weeks so that my structures can be clear and accurate. Then when I'm done here, because of I have nothing to work on or to work with or structures to connect here using my trend lines, I don't force structures. I leave the market as it is. But then I remember that price now it is where it is at my previous high, whereby I'm starting to look forward for another reversal patterns, which might be what my double tops, my triple tops, head and shoulder setup, or any pattern that reverses the market from an uptrend to a downtrend. But now on this case, we are dealing with my psychology, whereby you see market pretending to break out of the structure and then comes back again inside your structure. So as we can see here that price approached in an impulsive manner and then pretended as if here, as you can see, let me zoom it so that you can see. Here price pretended as if it was breaking out of the structure, but now price did what? Yeah, price did what? Came back again into our previous structures and then started to move in a downtrend. Started to move what? In a downtrend. So from my 4 hour chart, I'll move to my 1 hour chart. When I move to my 1 hour chart, as you can see, this is a structure that I'm starting to have again here on my 1 hour chart. I'm starting to have a structure again. But remember, when we get to our 1 hour chart, we are no longer looking for outer structures and inner structures. We are starting to look forward for reversal patterns or patterns that the market represents to us. Now, what I've seen here is the market give us what? A double top. This was a double top here on the structure here. So on this double top it had, it was confirming to us that the market now might reverse from an uptrend to a downtrend. But now, because of it pretended as if it was breaking out with 2 rejections, this was another indication that the market will reverse to the downside. So these candlesticks, we call them high test candlesticks, which confirm to us that the market has failed to push above the previous high. So from here, we're starting to anticipate what sales of the market from the market. We're starting to anticipate sales from the market. Now, as I have catered for the previous size and the double top here, for me to take my entries, guys, I won't take my entries immediately here. I have to cater for what? For this structure that I'm having here. This is another structure that I'm having here. As you can see from the structure that I'm having here, this is an ascending structure on my 1 hour chart. This is an ascending structure. So for you to spot your my psychology, you should wait for the market to give you a reversal approach to your previous high. When the market approaches your previous high in a corrective manner and then pretends to break out of your structure and give you this candlestick formation, this to you confirms what? It confirms a mass psychology area that the market now won't be able to break above because of, as you can see, this is an corrective approach to the previous high. Now it is giving us what? A double top plus an ascending structure, which adds probability to the trade. So now, for you to take your entries here, you won't take your entries immediately after you see the market giving you these two candlestick formations. Because of, if you are going to confirm with only candlesticks, it doesn't mean the market will sell immediately or the market will sell. Like confirming with only with candlestick patterns, it's a risk. You should also confirm with what? With market patterns. Now, because of here, we had a double top, we had ascending structure, and then here we had a previous high. This is our previous high. I won't go to the previous, let me go. This was our previous high from our daily chart. Then now, as you can see, the market now has approached our previous high in a corrective manner. For you to take this trade, you don't have to trade the trade on a high risk entry. You have to wait for the market to give you what? That impulsive drop that we always talking about. The impulsive drop and then followed by what? A continuation. Followed by a continuation. When the market gives you a continuation, to us here, it is giving us what? An opportunity to enter the market at an area of veil. It is giving us what? An opportunity to enter the market in an area of veil. So now, for you or for me to take these entries, I didn't like maybe take high risk entries. I just waited for the market to break what? Our structure here that we have, this, which is what? An ascending structure, this one. But then I moved to my 15 minutes time frame for me to have clear structures and see what's happening within my what? My ascending structure. So as I move to my 15 minutes time frame, I'm just evolving or adjusting my trend lines right to the weeks so that I can have clear structures. And then obviously from here, you can, as you can see, this is where price started to correct. But I won't connect my trend lines from here. I will start to connect my trend lines way from here. Then this one here will be my 90% rule here. This will be my 90% rule for of this ascending structure that we have here. This is my 90% rule. So now for me to take my entries, as you can see within my inner structure or my pardon, my ascending structure, I have a multi-touch confirmation, which is my first touch here, second touch here, and this is my third touch. So we know the power of third touch on the structure. But then as you can see on our bigger picture, remember this rectangle box or horizontal box that we used here, we used it to cater for a double top on our 1 hour time frame. Let me show you. This is where we spotted what? A double top on our bigger picture. But then within our bigger picture, we should move to our 15 minutes time frame so that we can see what's happening clearly here. So that you can see what's happening clearly. As we move to our 15 minutes time frame, you can see that the price now started to give us what? A double top within what? Within our ascending structure, which adds probability to this trade. It adds probability to this trade. Now, as you can see, what I was talking about, this is then my psychology that I was talking about. Price pretended as if it was breaking out of the previous high. Price pretended as if it was breaking out of the previous high. And we all know that if price breaks your previous high in an impulsive manner, as you can see, let me reset the chart so that it can be clear. We all know if price is going to break your previous high in an impulsive manner as it did here, we all know that it should give you a continuation pattern here and then continue to push to the upper side. But here on this structure, it didn't give us what? A continuation pattern. Instead, it went again to our previous structures, giving us what? An impulsive drop to the downside. Again, it moved away to our, let me remove this thing. It moved again to our previous high again here to give us what? A double top within our ascending structure. So all the time when the trade has patterns within patterns, just know the trade will have high probability. At the same time, remember it is at an area whereby it is acting as if it has broken out of the structure or broken be above of the structure, which give us what? A mass psychology. So now for us to be sure that this is my psychology, you should wait for what? For this movement. You should wait for this movement to happen. You should wait for price to come again to your previous structure, which is this one. This is our previous high. It came again inside our previous high, giving us what a retest here, which was confirming to us that price now has came again to our previous structure, which is a value structure. And then now look what happened. Price give us what an impulsive drop to the downside. Now I didn't like take an impulsive risk, or not an impulsive risk. I didn't take an risk entry because of why I wasn't like sure that the market now has to push to the downside, but I have to wait for market to do what to do what to give me an impulsive drop with a continuation. If it doesn't give me a continuation here on my structure here, it should break out in an impulsive man as it did here. And then as you can see now, price started to give us what a corrective structure here or a corrective phase. Now this one wasn't a clear corrective phase, but the clearest one was this one, which had what multi-touch confirmation. As you can see, this was a 1-2 touch, and then this was a 1-2 touch below our on our lows of the structure here, or the current structure, or the flag that we have here. So because of I missed this move, I didn't take this move because of I saw the double top, and then it managed to push in an impulsive man. But now what I know from the market is the market after it has broken out of your neckline of your double top, it has to give you a retest here or a continuation. But here on this case, it didn't give us what a retest. Hence, I waited for price to break below or to break the ascending structure that it has printed to us and then give us a retest. From this retest, it wasn't clear. I waited for a clear structure that I know. This was a clear structure that I know, which is what a bearish continuation flag. So now from this bearish continuation flag, now you know like price has to continue giving you what to give you what an impulsive move, because now this was our first leg. Let me remove some of the things so it can be clearer for us. From here, price give us what it gave us a retest, which was here. After it gave us a retest, this was followed by what? A flag. From this flag, you can see it had a multi-touch confirmation also. Because of I saw a multi-touch confirmation playing out, on this case again, it has a multi-touch confirmation. So you see, for me to take this trade, it will be like more easier, or I will have more confidence on this trade because of I saw the previous structure, it was respected and had multi-touch confirmation. And the third touch obviously pushed price to the downside. The very same thing that I saw from here is the very same thing I should see, or maybe the market should do here. Then look what the market did. It came to our structure giving us a first touch, second touch. On the third touch, this was also what a double top within our bearish flag. So it was also again adding what probability to the trade. It was also adding probability to the trade so that it can move to the downside in an impulsive manner. Now this happened. We know like if the market has given us an impulsive move, which is the first wave, it will give us what the corrective phase. From the corrective phase, we know the following movements supposed to be what an impulsive drop to the downside, which is the nature theory, how the market moves. So you see, we had an ascending structure, we had an impulsive move, we had a correction. So this trade had what more probability. So it was easier for us to take trades on the setup because of what again the mass psychology that we had here. So for me to take this trade, it was easier because of what I had an ascending structure, double top, my psychology, double top within our ascending structure in an impulsive drop, which followed by what a continuation pattern. Again, it gave us what here a continuation pattern with what multi-touch confirmation. On my multi-touch confirmation, this is where you can say I will take the entry if price is going to push in an impulsive man. If price is going to push in an impulsive man, you can take your entry. So all the time, whenever you see the market approaching your previous high in a corrective man, just know it might give you what a mass psychology. So from the mass psychology, just wait for the market to respect each and every what can I say, each and every thing that I've taught you, from the market nature to the patterns that it presents. Just know that if the market is going to respect those structures or whatever nature that it will be given us, just know that the price will follow or will do what it does all the time. Because remember, the market repeats itself, and the market is a series of patterns that repeats itself. So it is easier to risk for a corrective phase whereby you are expecting what an impulsive move, because of what you have seen the market moving what in an impulsive manner, giving you a correction and then giving what an impulse up. So you know if you're gonna risk you take an entry on the setup, you know that at least you saw the market doing the same thing previously, or you saw that the market moves in two phases, which is what an impulsive phase followed by a corrective phase. So after a corrective phase, obviously when you check your entries here, you will know that the following movement is supposed to be what an impulsive drop to the downside. So for you to take your entries here, it's either you're going to take them on a third touch, which is a high risk entry, or you wait for the market to break your flag and then give you a continuation here, and then this is where you're going to take your entries. This is where you're going to take your entries and then push to the market to the downside. Because of what you know that the nature of the market tells you that the market moves in an impulsive manner, followed by a correction, and it will followed by what by an impulsive drop to the downside. So on this trade, what made us to take this trade and to spot that this is my psychology are all those things that I was trying to show you. And then for me to take my trades, obviously, I have seen the market doing the very same thing for several times. Several times I've seen the market doing the very same thing. So now it was easier for me to take a high risk entry here, whereby I saw a double top. But for you, because of you are still learning how to trade the Falcon way or the the way that I'm showing you, the STC way, you should at least wait for the market to give you an impulsive move, continuation. Obviously, after a continuation, what will happen is what is a impulsive move. This structure here confirms to you that the market has to give you the same move that it gave you from the start, which was what the first leg, which was what our impulsive phase. So after a corrective phase, the market should give you what another impulsive phase. So here I took my high risk entries because of me. I have the experience and I've seen the market doing the very same thing or for several times. Then, if you are going to take your entries here, if you're going to take your entries here, here's how you're going to set your targets. Because of now, here was my 90% rule. Then this was my second take profit or on my trade. Where now, if you are going to take your trade, you are going to take your trade here on a corrective phase whereby you will be taking a high risk entry or a low risk entry, which is here after price has broken out of your bearish flag. Now, for you to set your targets, you can use your arrow, and then from this first move up until here, you say now this is where I'll be taking my profit. As you can see, price give you the same movement that it gave you from the first leg. This is the same pips or same amount of pips that it has moved with from the first leg. So you can see from the first leg, you can use your arrow, then set your targets using your arrow, and then you know that after it is broken out the structure, this is where you're going to take your profit. So for you to be able to spot your areas of my psychology, you should wait for price to come to your previous high and approach your previous high in a corrective manner. And when it breaks your structure, it should give you a confirmation again that it has failed to break above your structure with a what with either a double top or a reversal structure. Sometimes it might approach a previous high in this manner, pretend as if it has broken out. But now the nature of the breakout now it is in a corrective breakout or in a corrective approach. Whenever the market breaks your structure in a corrective mode, just know chances of it to come back to your previous structures are high. Chances of it to come to previous structures are high because of what it has broken out in a corrective manner. As it has did here, it has broken out in a corrective manner, give you a double top above your previous high. So here you can see price give you a reversal pattern above your previous high. So it was confirming to you that this is a mass psychology setup. So all the time, whenever the market approaches your previous, either your previous low in a corrective manner or breaks in a corrective manner, just know that chances of it to come back to your previous structures are high, or chances of it that it is giving you mass psychology are high. So this is how you spot mass psychology from your daily chart up until your 15 minutes time frame. If ever you have spotted a false breakout on a daily chart, let me do it on a daily chart. You should move to your smaller time frames to confirm how the market is breaking your structures, how the market is breaking your structure. So as you can see here, this was our previous high. From here, it then give us what as you can let me remove some of the things here so that you can see. As you can see, this was a breakout here. This was a breakout. here. This was a breakout on a daily chart. It was a breakout, but now because of it didn't close above, it shows that this is a mass psychology. When you move to a smaller time frames, obviously you see that it has a reversal pattern. As you saw on our 15-minute time frame, it had what? It had an ascending structure. It had an ascending structure here, as you can see. It had an ascending structure. So all the time, whenever the market breaks your structure in this manner, just know chances of it to reverse to your previous structures are high. And then whenever it breaks or it respects any pattern that it would have given you here, just know you should wait for at least what impulsive drop. After an impulsive drop, wait for a continuation pattern. Then after a continuation pattern, when it has two touches, your bearish structure or your bearish flag, when it has two touches, just know for you to take your sell entries, either you wait for the market to come to your highs of the current structure that you will have catered, highs of the structure that you will cater. Let's say now I will have catered for a bearish flag here. You should wait for price to come in to the highs of the structure, which are here. These are your highs of the structure here. Here, this is where you should start to anticipate selling opportunities. Here, you don't anticipate selling opportunities. You don't anticipate selling opportunities. You should wait for the market to break your structure in an impulsive manner, give you a retest if it has to give you a retest, and then continue moving to the downside. Continue moving to the downside. This is where you're going to take your entries. This is where you're going to take your entries. So because of now here, it gave us an ascending structure and then a continuation. This was where you're going to take your entries on the highs of the structure, not below or on the lows of the structure, not on the lows of the structure. Whenever you're anticipating sell, you should wait for market to come to to each and every structure that you have catered. You should wait for market to come to what? To your highs, and then from here you can place your entries, your sell entries from your highs of the structure. But on the lows of the structure, you don't place your sell entries because the market might give you what? The reversal pattern, come again, give you a second touch with a reversal pattern, and then move to the downside. If you have missed this entry here, just know price might give you what? An opportunity here, and then come to your structure here to respect it for the second time. As you can see now, it will have given you something like this, which is what? 1 2 touch, 1 2 touch. Now if you will have missed entries here and here, wait for price to break below your structure in an impulsive manner, followed by what? A continuation. From the continuation that it will be giving you, obviously for you to take your entries, wait for again price to come to what? To your highs. Or if you find the price it is on your highs of the structure, this is where you can place your sell entries. If you're going to place your sell entries on the lows of the structure, you might find that the market might be going to push into the upper side to give you a retest, whereby you will think whenever you buy the market sells. Whenever you sell the market buys. This is how what happens. Some of the people take their entries on the lows of the current structure. Then the market tends to do what? To push to the upper side to give us what? Selling opportunities on the highs of the structure and then start to move to the downside. So it's better for you if ever you're anticipating or you want to take sell entries, wait for the market to come to a previous high of the current structure that you are having and then start to sell on your highs of the structure, or wait for price to break below your current structure, and then here this is where you're going to take your sell entries. So on this session that I was doing now, I was just trying to show you how to spot my psychology and then how to trade my psychology. It's either going to take your high risk entries after you have experienced or you have experience on my psychology. If you have seen it for maybe a couple or several times, you will be able to take high risk entries. But for you, because of now you are learning my psychology, you should wait for price to respect each and every structure that you're seeing, give an impulsive move and a continuation. Then on a continuation, this is where you're going to take your entries. This is where you're going to take your entries. So I hope on this session I was clear to you, and then I'll pass the session uh to Weeks, our special guest, and for him to do us what? An analysis, or maybe to show us things that he knows that happens on my psychology. So Weeks, can you unmute your mic, and then I'll make you a host. And then Master P, you can also unmute your mic. You can also unmute your mic. If ever you're having a question on something, you can ask me before I pass.
No,
Before I pass this.
I think yeah.
Did you understand everything that I was trying to explain to you? How to spot my psychology and then how to treat my psychology?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Thank you very much. And Lenovo tab, I don't know what's the name, but I'm seeing Lenovo tab here. Let me ask you to unmute your mic. Wait, are you good, my man, so that I can make you a host? Another question. Oh, for sure. 100. Weeks. Kapadin weeks. What's up? You are making a host so that you can do chat analysis. You are only doing chat analysis.
Yo, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I make you a host?
Yeah, you can make me a host.
Okay. So guys, this is our special guest name, which is Wade Trigam Sheila. This is I don't know how to describe this guy, but this is the market killer. He's a market killer. He will be doing he's also the good that I know. So let us welcome Wade and then let us see what he has for us. We are now a host, Wade.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Sir.
Oh, I was checking gold, ne?
Okay.
I want maybe start from a higher time frame or highest time frame. I'll just go to a 4-hour time frame.
Okay, no problem. Yep.
So let me remove this. Okay, on gold, I'll just highlight this as my high. Understand? So on what you have like already mentioned, the my psychology level or my psychology or the market like was acting as a my psychology at the top, to understand. So for me to take trades here, I will have to wait maybe for a continuation pattern or anything to form for me to take trades here, because on a 4-hour time frame we just see like bearish candlestick going on the downside, to understand. So maybe I will highlight let me check. Okay, I'll take this as my low on the current price or structure, to understand. So I'll have to switch to my 1-hour time frame. When I switch to my 1-hour time frame, that's where I start to see things clear, to understand. Okay, the price broke our high. In order for us to see that, okay, the price is going to continue to the upside, at least we must see maybe a correction. Since we are from an impulse, we must see a correction. That's where we want to see that, okay, now the price is going to continue pushing to the upside. But because we broke again inside the structure, that's where I started to see that, okay, price or bears are now in charge, you understand. Then I saw price pushing to the upside again, but I was convinced enough that, okay, this is my my double top. This is my double top. And you know, once the price maybe print us a double top, it represent a reversal on the market, you understand. Then when I switched maybe to a 30 minutes time frame, then I know that I'm from this previous high that I highlighted on a 4-hour time frame. Then now the price created us a double top. Then the price gave us a impulse, then started to do what to correct. When it started to correct, that's where we see or when we know that, okay, now the price is giving us a go ahead, that now I'm about to do what to sell. But you cannot just take trades, or you cannot just sell because the price has given you a correction or a continuation pattern. Although they show us, or there are confirmations that okay, now we're gonna sell, to understand.
Okay.
So I connect my trend line maybe from here, then I know that okay, the price has given me a two touch, to understand. Then when I connect maybe my trend lines, okay, I'm gonna start it, my trend line here until maybe here, to understand. When you go maybe to a smaller time frame, 15 minutes time frame, that's where now the price has confirmed that okay, now we're still gonna drop, to understand. Because I was looking for a dead touch, but the price didn't give me a dead touch, which it happens, you understand. It happens. Then
yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, it happens. Then it broke my lower trend line. After breaking my lower trend line, that's where I know that okay, we are still gonna continue to the what, to the downside. So if you don't see maybe a clear confirmation or anything on this time frame, I'd suggest you can also switch to a what, maybe to a smaller time frame. So on a smaller time frame, I saw this continuation pattern. It's 5 minutes time frame, because guys, sometimes you can use those small time frames, right?
Yeah.
Then I drew my trend line, then I saw a 1 2 3 structure, beautiful time frame, beautiful 1 2 3 structure. Then I took my my trade here. Remember, I was looking for a what, for a dead touch. The market didn't give me a dead touch. Then once I saw the price or the market breaking here, then I knew that okay, price has like power to go down. Then it gave me a what, a continuation pattern that we are going to continue to the what, to the downside. Then I remember I took my trade there. My stop loss was here. Then I was targeting these previous lows. I was targeting these previous lows. My first take profit was here, but because I knew that yesterday there was NFP, then my second take profit was here, because I'm targeting the previous lows of the structure. Always you must look left.
Can I interrupt
where
you
the
for a
market
minute? Can I interrupt you for a
yeah
minute? Because of we are only left with less than a minute. I think the session gonna
okay
start.
yeah
We can continue maybe doing the second session on. I don't know. We can we do the second session whereby you just close up what you were doing here so that everyone can understand.
no, it's fine. So it's gonna be today